Hello, this is Mandera. Welcome to episode number 6. So the first thing I want to start up with this episode is our storage room. So I'm just running around here thinking where I want to place it. So I imagine we want it somewhere in the center of our projects here. The zombie dungeon is the furthest away in that direction, cow farm there, and our first house is over there. So I want to place it somewhere around here, I think. And I don't want to make a building like a house. I think I want to make it underground, sort of secret. Quiet. And yeah, let me get back to you once I found a good place here and gotten started a bit. Alright, I think I have a very cool idea here. So you know this hole we have that we can jump down to get down to diamond level? Imagine just running in this direction and just fall down. And then having a door open there and a platform pushed out which you land on. Then you could walk in and then the door would close after you. So the platform would be there. And then these blocks would get pushed in there and there with pistons. And then the room would be in here. So we're going to need sticky pistons for this. And we don't have any slimes yet. So we're not going to actually be able to make the door anytime soon until we have slime. But let me just show you. That's where you would land. Then those would get retracted back in. The pistons would be here for the platform. So yeah, and then the way it would be activated would be with string somewhere here probably. That's barely noticeable from over here. Which you can see. Here it's completely invisible. If you get closer you can see it. So yeah, I think that's a very cool idea. Let me just get this room carved out here and then I'll get back to you. Alright, I was going for a circle shaped room at first. But as I was carving it out, I thought it would be better just have this as the entrance. This shape here. And then have a wall going like that. And then have the chests here going around like that, like a U shape. My tools are starting to break here. So yeah, my shovel is just about to break. I'm out of diamonds, so I'm gonna have to go get some mining done soon again here. Alright, I think we got the final shape here figured out. Might change it a bit as usual. I was thinking about the floor design. I had an idea that we could make like a pit and then glass floor above. Then have it sort of dark and have water flowing with vines and bushes. Sort of like the style above with our two houses there. I think I'm going to have chests on these two levels going around. And have item frames below probably. We're just below ground level here. So we can't raise the roof anymore. I think I'm going to place slabs. Maybe not just these sort of slabs. Alright, I got the pit started here. I think will look pretty cool. So I want to stack the chests. But you can't do that with regular chests. So I made trap chests, which allow you to stack them like so. Very nice. And that's how we're going to do it, I think. Let's have that going around. Regarding the ceiling, I think we're going to make this whole place out of wooden style. So regarding the ceiling, I think we're gonna go with this. The spruce wood slabs. I was gonna say how this looks. I think it will look too bright actually. I think these are better. We also have regular oak slabs. I think I'm going to go with that. but we will see. I wanted to have flowing water at first, like I told you, but then I remembered that the sound is so annoying, especially in a place like this where you're going to spend a lot of time. So I just went with still water instead, try to make it look a bit interesting. Now we're going to place vines and leaves to get some more details on, like we have above. So yeah, I'm just gonna go a bit crazy here. I don't like that look too much, where the leaves go down in the water. It looks a bit weird. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. I think that looks good though, when it's under the surface like that. So I might do a bit of that, like so. But yeah, it's not much. It's not much. It doesn't require a lot of skill. It's just placing. It's just a matter of placing it randomly. I was pretty happy with the leaves and vines, so I started placing the glass here. Unfortunately, we ran out of glass, so we're going to have to collect some more sand. We might also need to light up this place a bit, since mobs can spawn like on that platform there. And there. There's just two places they can spawn. I'd actually just place leaves there, so you can't spawn. Alright, let's start on the interior here. So as I said, I want a wooden interior. I think I'm going to use a mix between spruce wood and oak wood. So let's try something like this perhaps. And then have oak going around the chests perhaps. Let's try something like this. Like so perhaps. And the ceiling is going to look somewhat like this. So we need to have a good transition between the sprucer and the oak. I don't like how that looks. I think this looks okay, this transition. But we might try something like this. Then maybe have those stone slabs here as well. Have that go around perhaps. Also going to have to place wood behind the chests. Probably going to place lightning there as well. Try to hide that. Alright, I think we got the major part of the design figured out there. I hid lightning here. You can see it between the chests, but I think that's alright. I tried adding some depth in the wall here. The ceiling is going to look a bit flat. I don't think that's an issue since you're going to be focusing on other stuff. So yeah, let me get this design continued around here, then we'll see how that looks. Alright, I continue with the design here. I think it looks pretty good, it has potential. It's going to look even better once we get the item frame set up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the stone floor here. I might keep it like this. And I have to decide what I'm gonna do with the entrance wall here. Alright, this is how it's going to look when you get down here. There it is. It's almost complete now. I only have two things left to do. The first one is to place item frames along here. The second one is to build a better place of getting up to the surface. I experimented a bit in creative and I came up with a pretty unique way of getting up and through the surface. So I'm going to try to implement that here. So I dug a hole through the ceiling here. I placed some water and then we're going to place a boat. So the idea is that when you want to leave this place, you just enter the boat and then jump out of it. And then you're going to pop up on the surface. So let's try to place the boat. And we're going to push the boat down with a piston, so we can then place dirt above, so it's not going to be noticeable from the surface at all. Let's get down here. So piston there. Let's jump in there. There it is. A bit disoriented. Alright, let's push it down. Now we're going to place dirt like so. Now it's going to stay down because of that dirt. Now we can place dirt over like that. And the grass will grow, and I will use some bone meal here to get some grass and flowers. So let's try it out. I don't really like the look from here. It looks a bit weird, but I can live with it. So there's the boat. To get out, you simply just go in, and then you die. Very good. We had a bit of a change of plans. I couldn't use the grass blocks since they suffocated you, so I went with the slabs instead. This works very good. So let me show you. So to get out, you simply just go in the boat, get out, and then you're up on the surface. Very nice. It's barely visible from the side here. I might redesign it a bit. We'll see, but it works for now. Now I think I'm going to work on the door mechanics here. Oops. Try to land on the fence. So even though we don't have the slimes to make stick pistons, I can still make all the prep work for it. So let me get started on that. Alright, so I've started dripping out a few blocks here. So I got the doors wired, I think. Here's the tripwire. It connects here, and it connects to the redstone here, which goes into this block. There's a redstone torch there, which powers this block, and these two pistons. Then a signal travels across the door and into these two pistons. So I think that works good. I think the timing is good too, so we don't need to delay it or anything. So yeah, let me try to get the platform wired too. Okay, so I think I finished the redstone. The redstone now splits here. It goes down here as well. Then it goes into these two pistons here, which are for the platform. And then it also goes into here, into that torch, to that torch, which is this block. So this is a pulse extender, which if you want the door to stay on longer, we can just increase this. But I think that's good. Let me show you. So if you can notice the door will stay open longer than the platform. Very good. Yeah, let me cover this up. Alright, I finished covering up the redstone here. The only thing we need now is slime balls for the sticky pistons here. So we're going to have to find a slime chunk. Maybe set up a slime farm. That would be very nice. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching.